Hey everyone, today we are going to go through everything about the count function in Excel, and as you can see here on the right hand side we've got 8 different functions using count that we're going to go through today. And those with a keen eye, you can see number 6, the count or function. That's actually not a function that's in Excel, so I'm going to show you how to build that one. So let's get started. I'm going to go through this very quickly, so just pause and rewind if you need to. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to start with the equals count function. What this does is it counts the number of cells where there's a value. So you can see here I've got 17 t-shirts in this t-shirt company, and in the total sales column there's a couple with some blank values. So we want to count how many of those t-shirts actually have a total sales in that total sales column. So let's do that. Equals count, open brackets, we select the cells G6 to G22 and close the brackets. And you can see the result is 15. 15 of those t-shirts have a value in that total sales column. So we can do this again, but we'll do it in the color column. So how many of those cells in column C have a color within that cell? So equals count, open brackets, we'll select the cells this time C6 to C22 and close the brackets and press enter. And the values come back as 0. Now the reason that is the case is because the count function only counts values, it doesn't count text. So how do we get around this? Now this is where we go to number 2, the count A function. What the count A function does is it counts anything in a cell, whether it's value or text. So let's do that. Equals count A, open brackets, cells C6 to C22, and close the brackets, and now you can see it's come back with 15. So 15 of those 17 cells have some sort of value in there. It can be text or values. Okay, so the next one we want to do is count the blanks, because every now and again you want to see in a big table, this is a small table so it's easy to see, but you might have a really large table, and you might want to count how many of the cells are blank that need to be filled in. So let's do that. Equals count blank, open brackets, select the cells C6 to C22, close the brackets and press enter. So this one works whether it's text or numbers again, but you can see in those cells, 2 of those cells have nothing in them. So that's the equals count blank formula. The next ones start getting a little bit more complex and we have some conditions in there. So the countif formula is we're going to count something based on a condition. So let's do this. Let's maybe use this table that I've got up here, and we've got some total sales which is less than 3,000. So let's count how many cells here in total sales have less than 3,000. So you build the formula, equals count if, open bracket. Now the first thing it's asking is what's the range that you want to count? Again, we're going to select that cell C6 to C22, G6 to G22, comma, and what's the criteria? Now we can type this in by in double quotations marks saying less than 3,000 and press enter, and we came up with 8. So 8 of those total sales are less than 3,000. Otherwise you can go back into the formula, instead of typing in the value you can actually reference that table like I said before. So let's reference the cell L3, press enter, and again the result is 8. There's 8 of those total sales less than 3,000. But now we've referenced that cell, it's dynamic. So instead of less than 3,000, we can say maybe greater than 4,000. Press enter, and now you can see the value is 6. And if you went through that range here in total sales, you'll see that 6 of those values are greater than 4,000. Okay, so the next one here is the countifs function. Now the countifs function is like a count and. It's a countif with multiple conditions. So let's build this. Let's again, we'll use this table. Maybe we'll find all the number of items here where the color is white and the value is greater than 4,000. So equals count if s. And the criteria range 1 is the first one we were looking for. So we said that the color range from C6 to C22, comma, and the criteria one is that it's white. So I'm going to reference that cell J3, Again, you could type this in double quotation marks or reference a cell. Comma again. Now it's asking for a criteria range 2. And this time we'll do the total sales. G6 to G22, comma, and the criteria 2 is that it's greater than 4,000. If I type comma again, it keeps going and adds more criteria. You can add 5, 6, as many as you like. But we're just going to stick with 2, so I'm going to get rid of that comma, close the brackets, and press enter. And you can see the result is 1. There's one t-shirt that is white that has total sales of greater than 4,000. So if I change this again, instead of greater than 4,000, and I change it to greater than 2,000, you can see that the value comes back as 2. There's 2 white t-shirts that have sales greater than 2,000. Okay, so the next one, like I said before, there isn't such a formula in Excel that does a count or, but it's really easy to build. So let me show you how this is done. And what the count or function is going to do in our case is we're going to count the number of t-shirts that are either $25 or $35. So not like the countifs function where we're counting where both conditions are met, but this one is are either of the conditions met. So let's build that. Equals count if, open brackets, the range this time is E6 to E22, comma, and the criteria, which we're going to put into the curly brackets, is either $25, comma, or $35. We'll shut those curly brackets, wrap it all up in a bracket, and press enter. And you can see it's given us 2 values. It's spilled the values over. So the first one is there's 6 t-shirts that are priced $25, and there's 2 t-shirts that are priced $35. So the easy way to sum this all up together is go back into that formula and wrap it all into a sum. Equals sum, nest in that formula, close the brackets, and press enter. And there you go. That's how you build a count or function. It's either $25 or $35. And again, you can reference these cells if you don't want to type them in. Okay, so the last 2 functions we're going to go through are the dcount and dcounta function. Now what this represents is database count. So we're doing just like we did before with these conditions and the count function, but we're going to base it on a whole database. And instead of typing out the conditions, we're just going to reference this table on the right hand side. So it's really easy and automatic, and you'll find it really useful too. So let's go in here and we're going to select the cells K and L. So we're going to find all the t-shirts that are small and have total sales of greater than 2,000. So we'll build the function equals dcount, open brackets. Now all we do is select the whole database, including the headings, C5 to G22. Now the headings are already understood by this dcount function as being that top row. Comma. Now the field that we're going to count all the values in the total sales column. So we can type in total sales in double quotation marks, or we can just reference a cell like the one in L2. Comma. And the criteria, rather than type anything out, we're just going to select the range. So the range here is K2 to L3, the size being small and total sales being greater than 2,000. Close the brackets and press enter. Now there's 5 t-shirts that are small and have sales of greater than $2,000. And again, this can be dynamic, so we can change that value to greater than 4,000, and it comes back as 1. There's 1 small t-shirt that has total sales of greater than 4,000. Now, with the dcounta function, it's very similar to the count and counta function we did before, because if we update this formula in equals dcount, and we don't want to count the total sales column, but we want to count the color column, so we'll do this, we'll change it to color, and you remember the result was 1 before, it's come back as 0, because it's only counting the values where these conditions are met, not text. So we have to just change it to dcounta. So I'll just do this formula in the next cell, equals dcounta, open brackets, the database again, C5 to G22, comma, this time we're going to count the field of color, C-O-L-O-U-R, double quotation marks, comma, and the criteria again is size being small, total sales being bigger than 4,000. Open the brackets, and now that value has come back as 1, as it should do. So there you go. There's 8 different count functions you can use in Excel. All of them are useful in their own way. Hopefully you like this. Please subscribe or hit that like button.